Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the video. So if like me you've played years of Minecraft and tens of thousands of hours over those years, you might assume you know everything there is to know about Minecraft, but the amazing thing about this game is the fact that you find out small tiny things, small tiny tips, ways to do things better slowly but surely over time, and I found one recently while I was just playing around with the Frostwalker feature that in my opinion is one of the best features in Minecraft, and I wanted to share it with you all in today's video because if I found it new and interesting, maybe you will too. So please do like this if you do like it because it helps out the channel up. Let's know you do like this kind of fun small tip video. It's been a while since I've done something like this, and that's the best way to let me know that you want to see more videos whenever we find something cool and fun like this one, because Frostwalker is a simple enchantment in case you've never experienced it, because I know a fair number of you haven't. It's a treasure based enchantment, so you can only find it by either fishing or you can find it in rare chests, and it allows you to walk on the water because it turns it into ice. On the Bedrock edition it makes an ice, oh well the ice has stopped raining, but it makes ice in a square around you. Sometimes it stops rendering, which is a weird glitch, but as you can see it makes a roughly 7x7 square in your vicinity. It's bigger if you have Frostwalker 2, but either way, it's a pretty simple enchantment. It's a really fun one, but it doesn't work when you're riding horses, and it doesn't work when you're riding donkeys. This is actually something a subscriber suggested to me while I was in New Zealand. They're like, you know, one of the things we need Frostwalker, but for horses, because if you get on a donkey, for instance, you can kind of walk on the water, but only if you fall into it briefly and then go back on, then fall in, and then so on and so forth. Basically, you can't really walk on the water because you have to keep on falling. You can only just get across like divides like this, and even then it's only kind of barely. However, one of the interesting things about donkeys is they're raised about 1.5 blocks of the ground. Horses are raised close to 2 blocks of the ground, but pigs are only raised, as you're going to see right here, something like, 0.8 to a block off the ground. And because of that, you're actually in the range where on Bedrock Edition only, this doesn't work on the console edition, I tried there, but on Bedrock Edition only, because of the way Frostwalker is and the way it's more powerful, if you walk a pig, let's say, onto, like what would be onto the water, because you're, where you are is sat down like this, your Frostwalker boots are also you can get a whole army of pigs following you on the ice too, but your Frostwalker is low enough to the ground that your Frostwalker counts, and basically you can get Frostwalker, but for pigs. So have you ever wanted to walk a pig onto ice like this? You totally can by using Frostwalker and by saddling up a pig, which makes the pig actually have a real use. That's right, the pig is really just a novelty, like a meme thing, like, oh, let's ride pigs around. But with Frostwalker, with this little fun tip, it's actually one of the best animals because you can also use the carrot and stick, and you can make it go pretty fast as well. Seriously, look at the speed we can actually go across the water. This is faster than a boat, and I'm just saying, this is a way more entertaining system than a boat, in my opinion. So guess what? Boats in Minecraft, they're now replaced, they're now made obsolete by pigs and Frostwalker, and I love this. It honestly, it's great in my opinion that, again, even after all of these years, after all of these, small little things, the fact that after all these years, fun things like this are still coming up that, just things that you wouldn't have ever considered. They involve really vague combinations of two features, like Frostwalker, hard to get. Saddles on pigs, not really commonly used, and most people think they're useless, but combine them together and you get a genuinely useful feature, and I love Minecraft for stuff like this. And given that, the Minecraft videos, I assume you want more than one tip, let me show you something else that I found, because I've been playing around with the BDcraft texture pack recently. And as a result of that, one of the things that I've realised, because the BDcraft texture pack, currently, it's only 128 times, but it's going up fairly soon as things being fixed. But that's not the point of this. The point of the BDcraft texture pack is that there's something really fun in this that was an issue months ago, and that I assumed had been fixed, and maybe you assumed had been fixed too, because again, it involves another vague feature, in not necessarily a vague texture pack, but a texture pack that you're not using all the time. But there is a funny thing regarding cocoa beans in this texture pack. So you can probably see from this distance how ridiculous it is, but let's use our, because by the way, this is, I really want to talk about BDcraft a bunch in a future thing, because this is probably the most popular Minecraft texture pack of all time. It's a really fascinating one, but one of the glitches that only applies for this texture pack, for reasons I still am not 100% sure of, is giant cocoa beans. Seriously, look at the size of these cocoa beans. They're not even the same size. Like, this is a pretty big cocoa bean, and then this one is just absurdly sized. Look, this is me all the way inside a cocoa bean. It's like where, Toy Cat and the Giant Peach or something. It's pretty absurd. It's a pretty strange thing, and it exists just inside the BDcraft thing. And honestly, I'm trapped inside some ice right now. Honestly, one of the really cool things about Minecraft, in my opinion, just is the fact that, there is so much to be explored still. I've made all these videos about, best ways to play around with fireworks, and, it's some cool stuff you can do with that, for instance. Also, this is rather annoying. Let's get out of here. But basically, there's so many different things you can do with so many different items, and honestly, after a certain point, you just assume that, like, there's no more things to see, but there's always more stuff to see. For instance, again, this texture pack, because I've been working on it for review, it's cool because it's got the weirdest glitch in the world that seems to be unfixable. Again, for some reason, this texture pack causes issues with Minecraft Bedrock, but also it's not. Oh, okay, we're gonna lose our pick. Let's just get out of here quickly. But another thing about this texture pack, for instance, that you might not realize is it has some of the best art and some of the best like weird things. Like, look at the paintings right here, and just yeah, I know. Today I had the biggest feeling of just discovering Minecraft. Frostwalker and pigs, giant cocoa beans, and a really solid texture pack that I just didn't really use much before until they switched. They made it so you can turn off the UI. So as you can see, it's standard Minecraft UI with the nice comic book textures, and there's just really, tiny things like this changing in Minecraft all the time. And I think that's one of the things that isn't actually really necessarily appreciated enough about Minecraft. The fact that it's a sandbox open world game is great because it means you can have different adventures in every different world, but it also means that even when you get 10,000 hours or 100,000 hours or a million hours into the world, in the million and first hour, you still might find something brand new. There are still brand new combinations, still new things to be built, still things that no one has ever done, no one has ever found, and I want to, keep my eye out for these sorts of things and hopefully show them to you on this channel in the future. But for now, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please do give it a like if you did like it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let us know you do want to see more stuff like this, share if you really liked it, and make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so you can see more wonderful things like this every single day on your homepage. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.